In this episode, I'll be sharing 5 simple ways to track magazine ads. And even though I've specified magazine in the title of this episode, these tips can also be applied to other publications and offline advertising. Enjoy the episode.
This is Internet Marketing.
Starting off with number 1, unique URLs. So the first method to track magazine ads is by having unique URLs for each magazine ad. The creation of a distinctive URL that's only found within a specific ad will enable you to know that that's a direct result of that advertisement. Of course, you also need to remember to exclude these URLs from search engine indexation. When it comes to creating these URLs, keep them short and memorable, ideally 1 to 3 words maximum. If you have developer resource, a more advanced way to do this would be to create your own custom domain link shortening. But if you don't have that resource, there are plenty of other reputable link shortening services such as short.io, Bitly, and tinyURL. Those platforms all capture their own data natively, but what you can also do is attract UTM parameters from Google URL Builder to these shortened URLs so that you can track these campaigns and ads in Google Analytics as well. Next up, we have discount or voucher codes. Very simply, you apply a unique code to each magazine ad campaign so that when users use that code, you'll know exactly which magazine ad they came from. The customers get a great incentive and you get a little more data. Most major website platforms will have native functionality for enabling coupons and discount codes to be created. But if not, again, most major platforms would also have a range of plugins or add-ons that allow you to create and manage discount codes. As with URLs, if you are going to go the discount code route, make sure to keep codes short and memorable. Of course, the challenge with this method is that scrapers and aggregators will eventually pick up discount and coupon codes. And to prevent this, there are a couple of different methods. You could look at code leak prevention tools such as Coupon Detective, Promo Pirates, or Clean Carts, or you can just add an expiry date to the coupon code that aligns closely with the publication date. So for example, a magazine ad is published and you only have that coupon code available within the first week or first 2 weeks, something close to the publication date. Next up, we have QR codes. So this is very similar to the unique URLs or shortened URLs method. Now we have plenty of QR code creation and analytics tools that work in a very similar way. There are some really simple and cost-effective QR code creation and management tools out there. I mentioned Bitly before. Well, they have native QR code functionality. There's also uqr.me and qrfy.com. I'll put the links to those in the show notes. Remember that it doesn't have to be a choice of one or the other. So you could provide in an ad a URL, but also a QR code to scan as well. Next up is something so simple, but I do see it often missed. And that's just asking your customers or website visitors how they heard about you. So that could be via contact forms, via newsletter signups, or even if they have a number or a sales team that they call, making sure that your sales team asks a question, where did you hear about us? And then making sure that's recorded in your CRM. So if you're running magazine ads, don't forget to add that as an option. And finally, we have call tracking. So there are lots of call tracking services that will allow you to create unique phone numbers that you can assign to each of your magazine ads. When a reader calls that number, you'll know precisely which ad led to that interaction. Now, there are so many different call tracking services that I'm not going to provide recommendations because there are just so many different user cases and use cases. So for this one, I'd recommend to find what you're looking for when it comes to call tracking. Go to something like G2 Crowd or Capterra and find a solution that fits your needs best. A short and sweet episode today, hopefully much like your magazine ad URLs or coupon codes. Again, these are just some of the methods that allow you to track the direct and immediate impact of magazine ads and offline ads. But it doesn't mean they're the only thing that you should be measuring. Of course, there are brand awareness benefits brought by offline advertising, which can't be tracked in this way. Perhaps we'll cover those in a future episode. For now, this has been the Internet Marketing Podcast. Take care.